Today we will focus in and around the spine. We'll move our spine in many directions. If you're new to a restorative practice, I want you to know that this practice really, we're not aiming for any type of stretch. You're not here to control your breath. You're really just here to be present and still in your body. But that doesn't mean you have to be completely still either. If you need to adjust or move around at any point, know that you're more than welcome. Let's fill up the lungs. Inhale. Stay there as you release. Go ahead and lift that right arm up behind you. Work with your neighbor if you're close. And then roll off to your right side here. Find a nice fetal position. No rush. Take a few moments just to adjust to this new shape. We won't be here very long. Go ahead and take one more inhale. Deep exhale. Slow as you need. Go ahead and press your hand into the earth, that right hand. We're ever so gently going to lift our upper body up. And we'll just lift up so that we can set our bolster. So find your bolster lengthwise at the top of your mat. If you'd like any other blankets or anything that you had additionally, you can bring that to support you as well. But we're going to start in a supported Shavasana, just gently supporting the spine. So find that bolster up against the hips, and when you're ready, just gently make your way down. Allowing the spine to be completely supported by that prop. And again, if you did have additional props that you brought and wanted to use, you're more than welcome to find those and add those. And we just start here. And knowing that we're not chasing any sensation. And ultimately, I'm just here to give myself permission to be completely supported. In our restorative practice, we hold shapes anywhere from 5 to upwards of 20 minutes. So again, make yourself as comfortable as feels right for you. Even though you might be close to a neighbor, feel free to take up space. And throughout this class, you'll find many pockets of silence. Know that those are intentional. And maybe coming back to the image of your spine in your mind's third eye. "12 vertebrae. Cervical spine, connecting your neck to your thoracic spine. The thoracic spine making its way down to your lumbar spine or low back. See if you can notice each of those vertebrae feeling completely supported. Maybe even a little soft. The spine has a very big job. Keeps us upright, standing tall, or seated. See if you can support it in this class today. And as if to signal a change is about to come, take one more deep breath in. Ever so gently let that go. Maybe lifting the left arm this time. And at your own pace, rolling off to your left side. Again, using the transitions and moving just as slowly as you need. Once you're there, a few rounds of breath. Take a big inhale. Deep exhale. Maybe pressing into that right hand and ever so gently lifting your upper body again. This time, keeping those knees dropped over to the left and keeping the bolster where it is. We're going to find a nice twist for the spine. So find that left hand straddling the outside of your bolster or your blanket, and then that right hand follows suit. Once you're there, allow the chest to drop down onto your bolster and allow your cheek to turn off to your favorite side, whatever feels best for your head and neck. Again, adjusting if you need in any way. And again, even here, not necessarily aiming for a stretch in this twist. You might feel a gentle one. But again, if it's ever too much, make any adjustments. Find something that you can soften into. In fact, maybe even notice the arms. Are you putting weight into those arms? If you are, maybe lift the elbows up. Allowing the belly to be heavy. Maybe even check in with the face. A gentle unfurrowing of those eyebrows. An unclenching of the jaw. In this class, we're ultimately just relearning what our bodies already know. We shift from our sympathetic nervous system, our fight or flight response. We move over to the parasympathetic branch. Or our rest and digest response. If you did want to flip the cheek to the opposite side, you're more than welcome to. But again, know that if you went there and it didn't feel right for your neck, that you can always come back. Deepen your next breath in. Let that release. And again, as if you're moving through honey, ever so gently press the hands into the earth and ever so gently lift the upper body again. We'll bring our hands, right hand to the right side of our mat. Bring the knees up through center, and we'll just switch sides, dropping the knees over towards the right, taking the right hand to the outside of that bolster and the left on the opposite side. Once you're ready, lay that chest down onto that support and find your way to the opposite side. And finding any adjustments that allow you to be completely heavy, that allow you to let the muscles relax, to let the face be soft. That might mean some adjustments, and that's okay. Maybe checking back in with the spine here. Again, an ever so gentle twist. Maybe in this practice, we invite a sense of gratitude for the spine that supports us. That walks us through our days. We have 12 vertebrae. Maybe a gesture of thank you to each one. I lied, we have 7 in our cervical spine, 12 in our thoracic spine, and 5 in our lumbar spine. And maybe just a gesture of thank you to each one. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. As you silently repeat to yourself and to your spine. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Maybe you notice your body getting heavier onto your prop. Take one last deep inhale. Ever so gently let that release. And again, only when you're ready, as slowly, as easefully as you need. Gently press the upper body up. And once you get up, go ahead and turn that bolster 90 degrees so that it's now parallel with the top of your mat. And we're going to stay on our right side. Just go ahead and lay that bra strap area onto the bolster, sending that right arm out towards the side. And if you need, that block could support your head, if that felt right. You could extend the legs out longer if that felt better. And if you wanted a little bit more of a side stretch, you could reach that left arm up and overhead, resting your bicep on that left ear. If you went there again and that wasn't for you, feel free to adjust. We come into lateral flexion of the spine. So not only have we laid flat on the spine, but we just came from a twist. And again, now we find flexion. One side, a little compression. The other side, an ever so gentle stretch. If you find yourself drifting at any point today, know that that's okay. But if you can, just keep a gentle awareness, maybe even a gentle presence here in this moment. Taking one more deep inhale. Let that release. If your left arm did come up and overhead, gently bring it to that left side. And only when you're ready, we'll ever so gently press that left hand into the earth. And as slowly as you need, lift the upper body once more. We'll keep the bolster where it is. Bring the hips through center. And drop over to that left hip. adjusting any bolsters or blankets as you need, and gently laying over that support once more. Left arm out towards the side. Maybe a block supporting your head if that felt right. And finding that lateral flexion on the opposite side. If you wanted it, that right arm, if not already, you could reach up and overhead, allowing that bicep to rest on that right ear. And you adjust the legs as it feels right. You could extend them longer. You could keep the knees bent. Maybe one knee's bent and one leg is long. As our bodies transition to that parasympathetic nervous system, you might notice maybe a gentle coolness washing over you. That's your body's natural response. Cooling itself down as you prepare for rest. And as if to say goodbye to this shape, deepen your next inhale. Let that release. And again, as you're ready, maybe bringing that right hand to the mat or to the earth, and ever so gently, so calmly lifting that upper body once more. This time we'll move that bolster to the bottom of our mat or that blanket so that we support underneath our knees. And we find that support just underneath those kneecaps. Once you find it, feel free to make your way down to your spine. Grab any additional props that you might have that might support you in this last shape. And ever so gently lower that spine down so that it connects with the earth this time. Find a nice place for your hands, whether that be one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. Maybe the arms wide by your side. You could even have cactus arms overhead if that felt best. So we just descend into our final resting shape. Maybe here, noticing the spine once more. It being supported by the earth underneath you. Allowing the muscles around the spine to gently relax. Allowing the head and neck to soften. If you did want it, that peppermint towel, or excuse me, eucalyptus towel to the right side of your mat. Feel free to find it. And just like that, 60 minutes have elapsed. Let's take one last breath together. So if you're with me, go ahead and deeply breathe in through the nose. Let it go out the mouth. We will say that is the official end of our time together. I sincerely apologize for this noise behind us today. I know. Sinks you deeper